The Cox Rockets.
Cox Rockets.
For our ACS HVIKC that's coming up out at High Voltage Karting on the 26th of November. Is that when it is?
That was the 23rd.
23rd. I have so much goddamn information about all these different things that are going on. I can't keep them straight. Use karting for your keyword search at alancoxshow.com. I'll start putting people on my team. Somebody suggested that Cody's team could be called Squeals on Wheels.
That's funny.
The Cartiac Kids. That's something, right?
I might steal that one.
The local reference. There
I
you
like
go.
that
We got
one.
all three.
I'll be the Cartiac Kid.
Cartiac Kids.
Yeah.
Squeals on Wheels over there, unless he comes up with something else. And Cox Rockets.
And
So
it's going
there
to
you
be
go.
during
Thank
the
you.
day, right?
Yeah,
Like
4 to 6. It's in
4
the
to 6.
afternoon.
Nice.
Yep. So you'll have your night free, if you want to do after that.
Some fat guy's having a comedy special taping or something.
The what?
Bert's specials that night.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, why was he here this morning? I thought he was...
He's adding shows. He added 2 more shows at the Agora on Sunday, and they're going to tape those ones too. So he was in town promoting that and doing like a walkthrough of the venue to see where they're going to set it up.
I thought those shows
build up
were
the
this
stage a little bit.
weekend.
No. They're not till the end of the month.
End of November.
Yeah, November. He's doing shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all at the Agora.
Okay.
And he just added 2 on Sunday. So you can go to agoracleveland.com and get those tickets.
Yeah, I don't have Bert coming in. A lot of people have been asking.
Yeah,
I wasn't even aware he was in town.
Nobody was aware. He popped into town, surprised Rover, and then he's at the Agora right now setting up the special. So he doesn't have time to come here because he flies out again in a couple of hours.
Understood.
This is like drop in, drop out.
Yeah.
Get in, get out.
What do you think? Did you hear that?
Squeals on Wheels. I enjoy that very much.
Well, there you go.
I like that.
If you want to go with that, it's yours for the taking.
Squeals on Wheels.
Squeals on Wheels.
Very creative, our audience is.
I was watching some of your Instagram story from the Cavs game on Saturday night. Was Salt and Peppa there?
Yes, they were, and they were great.
What was the connection to Salt and Peppa?
They do the halftime show.
It was a 90s night.
90s night.
Yeah, so they had the 90s Cavs throwback jerseys, and it was a 90s night, so they had Salt and Peppa go out
But I
there
mean, they bring them in for that?
Yeah.
Neither of them are from here, right?
No,
Neither Salt nor Peppa?
They paid to have them there that night.
Good for them. And they were good, yeah?
They were great.
Yeah.
Did they do Push It? That's my fave.
Yes. They did all the hits.
And Short D Man?
They probably didn't do Short D Man.
They got to do Short D Man.
Didn't do Short D Man.
It is a good song, though.
The best intro, by the way, I ever saw of an SNL host with the musical guest was Sir Patrick Stewart, okay? Sir Patrick Stewart was introducing the musical guest, and this is how he did it. He went, "Ladies and gentlemen, Salt and Peppa!" Like he was surprised by Peppa. Like minutes before, they'd been like, "We can't find Peppa anywhere." And he was like, "If we must go on with Salt alone, we will go on with Salt alone." And they're like, 3, 2, 1. And Peppa bursts through the door, and he's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Salt. And what's this? Peppa!"
If only Patrick Stewart had been there to do the halftime show.
I mean, that is on my Instagram story. I was like, Salt and Peppa!
Peppa! Yeah.
That's fantastic. They were great. The Cavs were great. It was a great night. It's a
Big
good weekend.
Big home victory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did that show with Luke Knoll on Friday night, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, really funny.
Very funny.
Check out his album on iHeartRadio. I think it's on
Hey,
there.
it's called Guitar Comic. Browns won against the Patriots.
No, that didn't happen,
It was an
Alan.
amazing weekend.
They did not win.
They defied all expectations.
But even if they didn't win, they tried. They played their hardest.
My favorite
they're
was
porous.
the headline, whoever writes the sports column for Slate, their article was just called, "The Browns were supposed to be good. Instead, they are bad." Listen, that's,
Baker Mayfield would take Mary Kay Cabot's advice.
Why?
And stop throwing so many goddamn interceptions.
She said it. It seemed like such obvious advice. Clearly, he needs to read more of what she writes. She wrote it a couple weeks ago. This team had 2 weeks to prepare. And that's not enough time for them to prepare against the Patriots, but nevertheless, she wrote it right there, Cleveland.com. Stop throwing so many interceptions. It's sage advice. I'm no quarterback, and I would try to do that. I would try to throw fewer interceptions if I were a quarterback.
The interception he threw yesterday was embarrassing. And it's, again, a lot of these interceptions aren't his fault because they're bouncing off of wide receivers' hands and getting like deflected into other players' hands.
Yeah.
And last night,
Except the Patriots' hands are all made of magnets. So.
Apparently. Well, this guy, did you see it where he burst through the line and just he's pitching the ball to Jarvis Landry, and this lineman just like comes through and just gobbles it up. It's like a play from a montage where the team just keeps having bad luck, like Little Giants, where they're just so bad that they don't even know which player to give the ball to.
Yeah.
That's how the Browns looked for that first quarter on Sunday.
This was the soundtrack when they were doing highlights later on.
Petty.
They would speed it up and now whatever. Listen. I don't know. What are you going to do?
And there's another fumble where one of the players kicked the ball out of Nick Chubb's hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Joel Bitonio's leg comes like flying in and just kicks the ball out of his hand. It's ridiculous how they just cannot catch a break.
There's a reason that the New England Patriots are where they are.
Yeah, they don't kick the ball out of their own player's hand. That's like one thing that they don't even have to mention that in practice. But the Browns, you do. You got to say, hey, if our guy has the ball, don't kick it.
Don't kick it out of his hand.
Don't kick it out of his hand.
Yes.
Try to keep your legs on the ground, not flailing wildly as you try to block.
Well, Terry, our goat out in Carlton, PA, Al did the math for me. He's the bureau chief out there, and he runs a farm, and Terry gives us her NFL picks every week. After 8 weeks, 42 correct and 34 wrong. Ain't bad for a goat.
Not bad for a goat.
She's got a winning record here. She went 7-2 this week. She gave us 9 games, the only games that she missed. She picked the Browns over the Patriots. This is not an exact science. And she picked the Panthers over the 49ers. And the Panthers got whomped by the 49ers.
49ers are for real.
51-13 was the final. But all the other ones she picked right. Vikes over Washington. Chargers over the Bears. God damn it. Rams over the...
Field goals.
Rams over the Bengals, who are still winless. Cincinnati, I'm sorry. They're 0-8. Eagles over the Bills. Saints over the Cards. Texans over the Raiders. Packers over the Chiefs. But she got Panthers over the Niners wrong, and Browns did not beat the New England Patriots. But week 8, she goes 7-2.
Not bad for a goat.
Not bad for a goat at all. I did like the viral photo of Baker Mayfield's salty face when OBJ ran drooling up to Tom Brady to give him some shoes. That was fun, too. I wonder if he had "Please take me with you" written on the inside of the tongue of those shoes. He gave him like goat hair shoes or something because he's the goat. Right in front of your...
What does that stand for again?
It stands for Get Out Alternative Tentacles or something. Yeah. I forget what it means. Somebody will tell me.
There's no way to know.
There's simply no way to know what that acronym stands for. But they love calling Tom Brady the GOAT. They called Michael Jordan the GOAT when I was a young man, right?
It's because I like mountain climbing, I believe.
Also, when I was a kid...
He gives him a good handshake so he can throw the ball well in the rain.
It made sense to me because back in the day, Michael Jordan had a restaurant, and I'm almost positive that the hamburgers were made out of goat. They were not good. So I assume that's why they called him the GOAT, because the secret had gotten out that his chef was using subpar meats. But still... for your guy to run up to the opposing team's quarterback and hand him some shoes in your eye line, by the way. So, like the zoom-in photo of Baker Mayfield looking there all upset and salty.
It is weird to be a star amongst stars. Like, there's certain celebrities that, like, when the public sees them, they freak out. And then there's other celebrities that when other celebrities see them, they're like, oh, my God, that's Tom Brady or that's Oprah. Like,
well, not even celebrities, but, like, the person in your field who is considered to be the greatest to have ever done it.
Right.
Right? Tom Brady is probably considered to be the greatest quarterback of all time. Is that safe
Many
to
would
say?
Many would say.
Okay, right. You know,
But
like,
I know,
it's like
he's got the rings.
Yeah.
Isn't there some type of, like, disclosure beforehand? Like, listen, leave Tom alone. Like, he's still...
Well,
like,
they can still go up and say hi to him.
It's when they're all on the field.
It's after.
It's when they're all on the field, and yeah. But yeah, if you're the guy who is not doing Tom Brady type work for the team, you know, you got to feel weird about that. But anyway, I
can't imagine that the rain yesterday was kind to those goat hair shoes.
Oh no, I hope that he had him Scotch guarded or something.
Yeah.
Hopefully the rain had let up by the time he gave him to him, because you just see him handing him there to Tom Brady. And also, I hope that he had
just
them.
Let Tom get his own shoes. Tom's got a lot of money.
That's what I'm
saying.
Why don't you
just send him a text that says, "Hey Tom, I would love it if you got some shoes made of goat hair.
That's not what it is, though. It's an offering to him, like, hey, man, I'm out there, too. I'm trying to do good work, too.
Right.
You know, you and I are more simpatico than me and Baker Mayfield are. That's the subtext of that whole thing.
Does GOAT?
Hey, man, I'm a champion out here living my life, too.
Does GOAT stand for gay opposers are trouble?
Gay opposers are... Listen, did you hear what I said? There's no way to know what it stands for.
Okay.
There's simply no way to know. It could.
Okay.
I'm not telling you you're wrong.
All right.
I don't know. I simply don't know.
Gay opposers are trouble. Yeah, sure. That's the one.
Of course.
That's what it is.
The most
Yeah.
Occam's razor. The
Yeah.
most likely, yes.
Okay, you're just making sure.
Okay, I got $1,000 here for you to win. A chance for you to go fund yourself. Every hour here on the show, you can do this. Good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Go fund yourself. We have your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword ROCK to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's ROCK to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself. From 100.7 WMMS.
Alan, I'm vacationing in Florida right now, and I'm telling my friends down here, boy, these conversations that people have attached to the show, it's simultaneously very strange and very appreciated, I guess. Vacationing in Florida, talking to our friends, and can't remember what Poundcake used for his hair. It's what, minoxidil and finasteride?
Finasteride, minoxidil.
Finasteride and minoxidil.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Did shaving cream help it at all?
No.
I guess you didn't really get any because you had the hat on.
Yes.
And it was rainy,
Yeah.
and it was...
Yeah, everything kind of
it
like
was
slid
pretty
off.
miserable.
I walked in with one little, tiddlywink on my ear. So.
Yeah, we tried to do the...
One little something about Mary.
It was dangling. Yuck.
We had the Poundcake hoop head tournament for...
Papa thought.
Papa Thought, I'm sorry, for Cavs tickets at the Clevelander on Saturday night, which is always fun. So thanks to the gang at the Clevelander. And but yeah, it was raining and it was difficult to do.
Dude, I know how to finesse Uber and Lyft like the entire time because when we were leaving, I was seeing like what time, like how much it would cost to get home, and it was like $45. I'm like, okay, we ain't doing that.
Really?
Homie. Yeah. So we ain't doing that.
22 when I got in the Uber.
So I walked around the corner, like
13.
literally, I walked maybe like 500 feet, and then it was like $26. I'm like, perfect. All right. I can work with that. But
around the corner, yeah.
Yeah, I literally walked like around.
Just got a little bit away from all the hubbub.
Yeah, but there were still a lot of cars. That's why I'm confused. I was like, how did I walk 500 feet and it's significantly less? Like,
Yeah, especially downtown is downtown. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I
I don't
always just go over and stand in front of the hotel lobby, across
'Cause
from
it's
the
nice and
parking
easy,
lot.
yeah.
It's just I'm here at the hotel. Mm-hmm. But I was chatting up this couple at the end of the bar.
I saw you.
For a while, so you guys were like gone before everybody was gone before I even realized I was the only one still there.
I had to get to the game. I wanted to see the tribute for Fred McLeod and everything. They had a bunch of all-time greats there.
Yep.
It was a really fun game.
Is that where you came in?
What?
Part of the all-time greats?
No.
Oh, you weren't in that?
I'm not.
You're in
Brad
the chairman's
Doherty.
club? I don't know.
I know. Well,
Yeah,
I
all
was for one night.
Yeah. Alan Bill's racing team should be called Ready, Set, Gazebo.
That's a little clunky.
Well, that is a little clunky. Yes.
By the way, just like Bill gets pictures sent of gazebos, now I'm constantly getting sent pictures of rotisserie chickens. Like, that's like my new thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just-
I've been tagged in a few of those, too.
That's all I'm getting
That's
is
probably a
rotisserie
step
chickens.
up, though. I mean, if you got to get random photos of anything, what's the matter with rotisserie chicken?
Nothing. I just think it's funny. Like, they go out there, they're like, hey, your mom need any of these? I'm like, I think she's good for the time being.
Yeah.
She'll eat on it for 2 weeks.
What else? Did any of you guys see Joe Rogan? I was so high that I'm really not sure how good it was. Yeah, Rogan was at the Wolstein Center on Saturday. I did not go.
I didn't go either. I was at the Cavs game.
Right.
But he did stop by Hilarities, and I was thinking about going to Hilarities after the Cavs game, and I wish I had.
Oh, he ran in and jumped up for a minute?
I think he was just there hanging out, saying hi to Nick.
Oh, just saying hi?
Yeah. It was him and Andrew Santino, and then Jesse May Peluso, who was headlining this
Oh,
weekend.
I love Andrew Santino.
Yeah, he's
very funny.
Chicago guy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, good. A lot of things going on this weekend.
Huh. All right. Hey, I like this idea. There is a town that is banning kids under kids. Well, I think the age is set a little low, but it reminds me of when I was a kid. My dad used to get really mad when like 20-year-olds would go trick-or-treating, come to the house. He'd be like, get out of here. You know, he wouldn't give them anything. They'd be like, trick-or-treat. They'd cut a couple of holes in a bed sheet and run around getting free candy. And so that's kind of how I grew up, is that I believe that Halloween is for children.
But then you gotta buy new bed sheets, which is more expensive than candy. So why don't you just go buy the candy?
That's what I said. I'm like, if you have a job, you can buy candy
Just go buy
anytime
candy.
you want.
Buy it the day after Halloween. It's half price, and you can get a lot of it.
We have
get a
a
lot of
huge
it.
tub, and I wish my roommates didn't set it out so early because I keep dipping into it.
Again, I don't know how they're possibly going to enforce this, but Chesapeake, Virginia, where we have a couple of bureau chiefs, they said that any kids older than 12 that are trick-or-treating could get a misdemeanor ticket.
Oh, come on. It's not that serious.
I think 12 is a little young,
I think it's
too.
a little
I
young.
mean, I
I
think
would-
maybe
I-
15.
I put it at 16.
I
At
think by the
16,
time you're driving, you
Yeah.
don't need to go trick-or-treating anymore.
But
Exactly.
you're going to give these people a citation, really?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how they...
Stop it.
And how are they going to ID them? No one has an ID at that age.
And parents are going to call the police like, I saw some, 13-year-olds down the road.
And there's always that kid that hits his growth spurt when he's like 11 years old, so he's like 6'2", but he's 12
everyone
years old.
trick-or-treat.
Trick or treat. I'm only 11.
I can't wait for the calls on this. It's going to be like Trick or Treat Trisha. Like, it's going to be, they're going to give her a nickname, and then it's going to be little black kids that aren't getting candy. Like, it's going to be a mess. This is stupid.
Well, they're not saying it's a racial thing. They're saying it's
They're
an
gonna
age
turn it
thing.
into
It's going to get
racist
racial, though. I can see
But
it.
everybody's got costumes on. You can't tell what color they are.
Oh, yes, you can.
How? You got a
Ask-
bed sheet with eye holes cut out.
Ask-
You don't know if it... Huh?
All right, no one's done that costume ever.
What costume?
The bed sheet with eye holes.
I
It's
knew,
a
I had
cliche.
people come to my door in that. That's
When?
That's my point. My dad would get mad when teenagers who
yes,
put
this
no
30
thought.
years
Yes,
ago.
40 years ago that happened.
You
but
said no one's ever done it. I said
I'm
I
being
remember
a little
them.
facetious.
Well, they came. That was his point. Is he's like, all you did was throw a sheet over
right,
your.
but you can see the race of most people in costume.
I'm just saying, on any night where you were going to make something racial,
Yeah.
far less likely to know on Halloween. Somebody's
it's
painted
less-
up like a clown. I hate to break it to you guys. It's a big night where people wear masks.
I understand
Are you familiar
that,
with masks?
but there's
that
also-
usually cover the face.
What
But
about
it
the
only
hands?
takes one black kid and one white lady with a short haircut to make this racial.
Trick or Treat Trisha.
Well, now it's
I'm telling
become
you.
biased against mom hair.
I mean,
They all
it's
have the
racial
same kind of hair.
profiling.
Let me speak to your manager haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch. This is silly. Like, okay, refuse people candy. Big deal.
Just give them some candy. As long as there's enough.
Well, it used to be neighborhoods would get upset when they would import kids from other neighborhoods.
That was my
you'd
entire childhood.
You'd get in the car and
you
you'd go to another neighborhood.
Yeah, because
that
your
had,
neighborhood
like-
wasn't so nice, or like they didn't have the big candy, or
Well,
you
we
were
didn't
shot.
have a neighborhood. I lived in the country.
Or you were greedy. I knew rich kids who would pile in the car and their mom would just take them to another neighborhood. I'm like, do you need a pillowcase full of candy? Like, man.
It's one night though. It's one night. Who cares? It's one night.
I know.
I would always go with my friends trick or
just-
treating because I didn't live in a neighborhood. There was like 8 houses on my entire street.
Yeah, you were in the sticks.
So I was out in the middle of nowhere, so there wasn't any trick or treating going on. So I'd always go to different neighborhoods.
Yeah, I asked, because this would be my first Halloween in the place I live now, and I asked my roommates, I'm like, do we get like a big turnout? He's like, oh yeah, like, because kids come from not so good neighborhoods and they come through here. I was like, oh, we got little hood kids.
Oh, you guys
Like-
aren't like in a complex though?
What do you mean, like a complex?
Like your front door isn't inside the building. Your front
No.
door goes to the outside.
We have a house.
Oh, you have a house.
A house.
I thought you guys were in like a complex. Is that where you
His
used to
old
live?
place was a complex.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what I'm thinking
old
of.
place. Oh yeah, and those little hood kids would never come to our door there. No. But now, like, we live in a blue collar neighborhood, so there's a lot of families there.
Huh. And so what? They said, well, there's kids coming from other neighborhoods?
Yeah, because a lot of the,
What's the matter with that?
nothing. I just
Yeah, as
said
long as
there's
you're
a
not
big-
throwing eggs or anything.
No, there's a big turnout.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get drunk and watch the kids come by.
Well, when I
You turn the light off.
We have the hot apple cider with the Captain Morgan or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a good night.
all those kids are gonna get lit.
Well, I'm not gonna give it to them. The parents could have a little sip, I guess.
He's going to give him nickels. You should be the person in the neighborhood that hands out nickels.
No, because that is how you get your house.
That's how you get
like
TP'd and
egged.
egged.
Did you replace the cider, or did your roommates buy more cider?
They bought more cider.
So you didn't even replace the cider you drank.
No, I did not.
Man. I mean, you could have.
I know I didn't. I didn't stop at the store.
After we roundly chastised you for doing that, you didn't immediately go out and buy a gallon of cider?
I didn't.
Go, hey, guys, here's a peace offering.
I'm a terrible roommate.
Well, yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am.
But you take no measures to try to balance that out.
Correct.
You just go, I suck.
I'm very self-aware.
Just own it.
Self-aware. Yeah, but, you want to evolve as a person, too. Don't you?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
That's not how you say it if you mean it.
He's like, yeah.
You don't shrug your shoulders.
Yeah.
When you mean something, you don't go, yeah.
As though he's trying to process what the word even means. Yes, I think. All right, we got passes for you later on for the Hot Wheels monster truck thing that's coming through. If you dig that, Monster Trucks live at the Wolstein Center. It's in January for a couple of nights, and I'll have some passes for you. I'll put somebody on Cox Rockets, my karting team. We're going to go to high voltage karting end of next month for the Alan Cox Show High Voltage Karting Challenge. Tickets for Tracy Morgan on the way, too. Get you in a Cavs game. 35192 on a text, AlanCoxShow.com. Use the keyword karting to get all the details on joining us.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.